Welcome back. We're going to talk about the Doctrine and Covenants really quick. This is be an introduction to the Doctrine and Covenants because we need to treat this book of Scripture differently than we treat the other ones because it's written differently. In the Book of Mormon, we have an abridgment, right? We have several different records and plates that have been abridged. We have a writer who has made it flow very nicely. It's really easy. It's a story. We're reading through the story. In the Doctrine and Covenants, it's a little bit different. Oh, and that also applies to the Bible and the New Testament, right? But in the Doctrine and Covenants, it's different because what we have more so is glimpses. Think of it like you're looking through a window. You're just having like a glimpse into what happened at that point in time. But then we go to another section and it's a different glimpse. We're looking through a different window. It is not done chronologically. Some things are out of order. The church has put out a wonderful book called Publications or in Context, or Revelations in Context, that's what it's called. And in that book, it sets the stage for the sections. Read the book because then you will appreciate the sections more and you'll be able to get more out of them. When you think about the looking in the window, another way to look at Doctrine and Covenants is like you showed up to a party and you don't really know anybody at the party, but there are all these different groups having conversations. So when you walk into that group, all you get is what they're saying. Okay, you don't know the context of what happened before. You don't know, oh, how do they know each other? Why would they be saying that to each other? Okay, that's like how it is with every section of the Doctrine and Covenants. We just walked into the conversation. We've showed up a little bit late. And rather than trying to piece it all together, like, why are they saying that to each other? Wait, he just brought someone else in. Why are they talking to this guy all of a sudden? That Revelations and Context will make it so that when you show up to that conversation or that section of the Doctrine and Covenants, you can understand who's there, why they're talking about that, and why they're important. And it's the same thing with the next section. You've moved to another conversation. It's another section of the Doctrine and Covenants. You need to get that picture. And sometimes the sections do work together really well. But in the case that it doesn't, it's best to have that set up. That way we can really pull from it valuable information and we can put ourselves in their shoes. And that is going to be one of the keys to understanding the Doctrine and Covenants with our search, analyze, and apply. We will have to search that context in order to apply the doctrine in here. The other thing is analyzing it. The best way I have found, really for any scripture, and especially for the Doctrine and Covenants, is to put yourself in their shoes. So in the first section, when it talks about Joseph Smith receiving that revelation in a big conference with the elders, you need to imagine yourself sitting in a conference. Put yourself in their shoes, right? Imagine what it's like to watch Joseph translate that while you're sitting there. That's the kind of thing. You need to understand, why is he receiving this revelation? Again, that's all in that Revelations in Context. So this is a little intro to the Doctrine and Covenants. And we need to know this before we try to search, analyze, and apply them. Because if we're just trying to pull random bits of information from a beautifully well-written story, or storyline, I should say, it's not going to work out for us. We need to have that context in order to really pull out and apply it. So we will check those out in the sections as we go through them. Thanks.